Thank you so much, our viewer, for once again tuning to this channel. We remain very grateful for the support that you have continued to give us by liking our videos, by watching them, by writing comment down there, and even by subscribing. We are very grateful even as we continue asking that ensure that you do not skip the adverts that are running on this channel. So today I want us to continue with our series that we had begun some times back when we discussed about stress management. And by definition, we say that stress is a natural feeling that happens to one's body when you feel that you are not in a position to deal or to handle issues of life or events that take place. That is what we call stress. When you come to a point and you feel that you are not in a position to handle the issues of life or to handle the events as they take place in your life. Now, in our first series, we discussed about the definition of stress. We also looked at how you can identify the causes of stress, which we call stressors. We also talked about the types of stress, the two main types of stress that we normally experience as human beings. So today, I want you to just sit back and relax as we discuss the effects of stress. As we discuss the effects of stress, the effects of stress, they are the impacts that stress has on our bodies. And these effects are usually categorized into four. They're usually categorized into four groups. So the first group is called physical effects. The physical effects. These are effects or these are impacts which are there on your body. They affect your body physically. They are things that you can be able to see. And the most common and the most frequent is frequent headaches. If you continue experiencing headaches that you cannot explain the source, that is a physical effect. It could be an indicator that you are going through stress. Another physical effect is uh, abnormal sweating. If you keep on experiencing sweating during the day or even at night, those could be impacts, or it could be a signal that your body is telling you it is not able to deal with some circumstances as they happen. Another thing is about fainting. If you experience fainting, and it's not something that is normal in your life, but once in a while you find that you have fainted, that is an indicator that your body is experiencing stress. The other thing that we normally call physical effect of stress is back pains. If you feel that you're experiencing back pains, that could be an indicator that your body is undergoing stress and you need to start checking what could be stressing you. So those are the main physical effects of stress. Number two, we now look at what we call the emotional effects of stress. The emotional effects of stress. Now, these are effects that will be experienced in our emotions, in the way we express our emotions. And here we have so many of them. One of them is anger. Now, when you find that you are easily becoming angry for things that ordinarily would not make you angry, it could be a signal that you're experiencing stress. Another emotional effect of stress is burnout. Burnout is when you feel you are completely tired and you feel like you do not you have no other energy that is remaining to do what you need to do. That is a sign of stress. Another one is when you find that you have concentration issues. You are not able to concentrate on what you are doing. You find that you keep being disrupted easily. That is a sign of stress. And closely related to that is the issue of forgetfulness. You find that you are easily forgetting things that you could quickly remember some times back. Now they are becoming a big issue to remember. That is an indicator that your body is experiencing stress. Another thing is sadness. Sadness. You keep on experiencing sadness in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, and you cannot really explain the source of sadness. You are not mourning anything, you are not grieving anything, you have not lost anything or anyone, but for no reasons that you cannot explain, you find that you are feeling sadness. That is an emotional sign of stress. Another emotional sign of stress is irritability. Irritability is being offended so quickly. At the workplace, you find someone does something, you become so irritated, even as you walk along the streets, even in the house, as people discuss things or as they do whatever they normally do, you become so much irritated. Hasira mingi yenye haieleweki where it's coming from. Those are indicators that your body could be going through stress. The other thing that is an indicator, that is an emotional indicator of stress, is nail biting. If you find unakura kucha, kucha, the nail biting, that is a sign that your body is experiencing stress. So, my viewer, those are some of the emotional signs that your body is going through stress, and you need to be very, very careful so that you can be able to take remedial measures. Category number 3 is what we call behavioral effects. How does stress affect your behaviors? How can you look at the behavior, or what are some of the things that you can look at in terms of behavior and say that I am having stress, or so and so is undergoing stress? One of them is food cravings. Now, food craving is where you find that you are abnormal in terms of your appetites. Abnormal can be in both sides. You are either eating too much or you are eating too little. That is called food craving. Something else is what we call sudden outbursts. A sudden outburst is where something very small has been done to you and it triggers a very big reaction. The reaction is then proportional to the trigger. Maybe someone has just even actually cracked a joke and you fight now, you are ready to shout, you are standing up, you want to fight, you want to bash things around, you want to break glasses, you want to knock the tables. Those are outbursts. You want to hurl insults. Those are called outbursts, which are signs that this person could be experiencing stress elsewhere. The other thing is the issue of drug and alcohol misuse. This is a person who previously would manage their intake of alcohol or their intake of whatever drug, and we are not in any way suggesting that these things are good. We would encourage that you avoid them. But what we are saying now here is, if you find that there is excessive consumption of alcohol, excessive consumption of drugs, this is a sign that this person is undergoing stress. The other thing that easily, or rather can easily be noted, is when you have relationship problems. Relationship problems means you are not able to relate well with people. At the workplace, you are not able to relate with your workmates, with your bosses, with your juniors. At home, you're not able to relate well with your children, with your spouses, with your siblings, with your parents. You find you have issues, your boyfriends, your girlfriends. These issues could be indicators of stress. The other thing, which is very, very important that you need to check, is what we call social withdrawal. If you find that you no longer want to be near people, that is a major sign that you're experiencing stress. You don't want to be near people. You don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to be in groups. You just want to stay alone. Even when you go to the house, you don't want to sit where others are. You just want to go and be alone. Maybe some of us would prefer to go and relax in the bedroom. Those are signs that you are going through stress. If you find that you no longer want to talk to people, that withdrawal is a major sign that you're experiencing stress. Finally, the fourth category is about health effects, the health characteristics, and this is where we look at sicknesses, diseases, and one of them is when you find that your body is experiencing anxiety. If you find that you're experiencing anxiety, you have some fears that cannot be explained, that is a sign that your body is experiencing stress. Issues to do with depression. Remember, if you do not manage stress, and in the next series, we'll be looking at some steps that you can take to manage stress. You will find that it can easily now mature to become depression, and this is dangerous. How I wish that none of us will get there. The other health effect is about the high blood pressure. You find people are developing high blood pressure. You go to your medic and they tell you that your pressure nowadays is not very good. Issues to do with heart diseases. These are also effects of stress. Issues to do with sleeping disorders. You find that you are either sleeping too much for too long, or you are not able to find sleep. You are taking too long before you can fall asleep, or even you are falling asleep but you cannot maintain. After 30 minutes you are up again, after 1 hour you are up again, or you wake up, you lose sleep very early in the morning, like maybe 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., and you're normally used to waking up at 6. So when you experience sleeping disorder, these are signs that you're experiencing stress. And for men, if you start experiencing what we call erectile dysfunctionality, you find that you are no longer active, you find that you have issues when it comes to marital issues, that could also be an indicator of stress. And even here, we normally advise ladies, if you find that your man has started to develop problems, before you condemn them and tell them that they could be having affairs or they no longer are interested in you, you need to take some time and check, is my man going through stress? And if yes, then you help them to recover from that stress. So my viewer, thank you so much for maintaining here and listening. I hope you have really benefited from the discussion about the 4 major effects of stress. We have said there is the physical effects, we have the emotional effects, we have the behavioral effects, and we have the health effects. So keep it here on this channel. Ensure you subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. Ensure you like, ensure you leave a comment for me down there. Ensure that you share amongst your friends and allow any advert that is running so that this channel can develop. Thank you so much. In case of any inquiry, in case of any assistance, you can kindly talk to me. We normally help people in matters counseling. So thank you so much. God bless you. See you in the next series as we discuss 7 steps on how to manage stress. Thank you. Thank you so much.